Hello, everyone, and welcome to the electronic scoreboard for APBA football. This is a modified, slimmed down version of my APBA electronic scoreboard in that it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's for allowing me to play the game on my tabletop, but yet still keep my stats in this area um, without having to use pad of paper. And it keeps a basic score. You have to actually click to keep the score increments of 1. And to go into the minus mode, you click here, and then it'll decrement the number down. So I'm in the fourth quarter. It's just started. It's 1st and 10 for the New York Giants. This is the replay of my 2006 season. Giants have a 17-9 lead on the Seahawks. And this is what the Seahawks stats look like. The scoreboard calls the plays automatically if you just click on the helmet. Also, you can call a run or pass if you want to override. Now, if you call a pass, it will not give you a small, medium, or long pass, a short, long, or medium pass. You have to just kind of call it yourself, which one you want. The run will tell you inside and outside to randomize that for you and provide the variety. So again, you can do automatic play calling by clicking on the helmet, or call a run or a pass, and then you tell you can designate whether it's a short, medium, or long pass. The automatic play calling is just like the electronic scoreboards that I've created before. It uses the down and distance pretty much to determine the play call on weighted randomness. And it'll also tell you the player assignment and allow you to keep track of their number of rushing attempts or receptions and the yards gained. And you can track your sacks in this area. Interceptions, completions, and attempts will automatically be calculated based on when you enter in receptions over in these columns for the players assigned, and incomplete passes are registered here. The player assignment is based on the number of receptions that you fill in. You have to fill it in. It only takes me a few seconds really for receiver number 1, receiver number 2, and it just goes right down the line here. And then running back 1, 2, and 3, which are these guys here. For rushing attempts, you put those in here and put in their their offensive points and defensive points based on the team's offense and defensive points. And if you have the split V ratings, you put in those here. Just so happens the Seahawks are 36 on the offensive points on the pass and the run, and on defense they are 36 and 36. But I do use split V ratings. As you can see here, the Giants are 37 offensively on the pass, 39 on the run. Defensively on the pass, they're 35 and 34 on the run. And then the O-Guard 62 Mark Z sacks and interceptions system is here to use it if you want, and I do. And so you can keep track of that here for each team based on who has the ball. Have to hit C to change possession. So if Seattle were to have the ball, it would display the Giants' sacks and interceptions for that system. C to change possession. R on the keyboard will do a run, or you can click here, or P on the keyboard, or pass here. Again, it's C to change possession. This referee with the first down will come up whenever you get a first down based on your down and distance here. F is to register a penalty on the play, and then you enter the penalty yards, and it will not register time off the clock or advance the down. You can advance the down here, and it'll go back to 1. Remember to toggle your plus or minus by clicking on the APBA logo there. So let's get started with a few plays, show you kind of how this thing operates. Before I run a couple plays, I thought I'd just show you kind of my layout here. So the reason I do this is because I like to play with the cards on the tabletop here and actually use the game board. As you can see on this scoreboard, it does not have what yard line you're on. So I have to use the the field from the APBA game set. And you can see I have the offensive team cards lined up here, the quarterback and the running back cards here. There's only, just happens to be only 2 for the Giants. When the Seahawks have the ball, of course, have the quarterback and 3 running backs. The receiver cards and the offensive line and defensive line cards are over here in the envelopes if I need them. I have my kicker for each team, kicker, punter, and my kick returner, which in this case on both teams is the same guy for kickoffs and punts returning. So kicker, punter, and punt returner, and kickoff returner. And so the other cards that you see there are team cards that I've made for each team previously before I even started the replay. So that could have the offensive players listed with their long runs and their long receptions. The defensive teams here with roles to determine the sacks and interceptions here. And some statistics for the running backs and the receivers are here as well. But mostly I use it for their long runs and their long receptions. It has the team record and the coach, how many rushing attempts versus passing attempts are on there as well. So that's kind of what my setup looks like, and I love playing using the field from APBA, rolling a dice, and then just using this scoreboard to kind of keep track of things as I'm going along. So we have a 1st and 10 for the Giants, and as I enter in the yards, you'll see that the down and distance will actually change as well. So let's run a play, and you'll kind of see what this looks like. And so every once in a while, I just kind of check. We have 20 passes against 18 rushes. So I'm just going to click here and let it decide on a pass or run. And it's decided outside run. Oh, and the indexes will be determined based on the actual team points that are put in for offensive. If you don't have the split ratings, just put the same for the pass and the run. If you don't want to use the split V ratings, just put like 37, 37, 35, 35. But if you want to split it out between the pass and the run on offense and the pass and the run on defense, do that. And the electronic scoreboard determines the index and the defensive alignment, again based on algorithms on the down and distance with weighted randomness. So and it's basically based on the defensive strategy cards and how they're built for the points difference between the offense and the defense. So we have an outside run with Tiki Barber. His pass rating is A/B, which is in here. And you can go in here and enter in the names for the players, and that's how you would do it. My lineups are customized to come up automatically. So you would have to click on these and enter in the names of the players, and I would put in the passing rating so it'll show up here and you can easily determine. So this will be an outside run. We don't need the passer ratings for this, and it's outside BS. So then I roll manually, 46, and that is a 24 outside BS, and that's a 0 gain. And the time clock will actually automatically advance on its own too. So it'll take 30 seconds off on this play. On a no gain, and we're down to 14 minutes, and it's now 2nd and 10. Now I can call pass by clicking here or hitting P on the keyboard. Or I can call run by clicking here manually to call the run, or clicking R on the keyboard. It's a 2nd and 10. We'll let it decide automatically, and it'll call a pass or a run based on the down and distance. And let's see what it calls. It calls an inside run, Tiki Barber. 61 is a stinking 22. It's an inside run AS, and that's a gain of 3. So I'll put in 3 for Tiki. Creates a 3rd and 7. So move my football in the football field. So I'm not sure what it would call automatically, most likely a pass, but I would just manually click P or pass on P on the keyboard or click pass. Let's see what it calls first. It called the pass, so I won't have to do that. But if I wanted to override right now, I could just click pass again. And if this called a run for some reason, I could just click here and get my pass play that I knew I wanted for this 3rd and 7. So we're looking for Plaxico Burress. He's an A, so we'll be looking at the B index, D alignment. A receiver brings it up to a B, so it's a BD. Eli Manning, the quarterback, 61, and that's a 12. BD, that's a 3-yard gain. So that'll be 4th down. Because they are at the 49-yard line. They just crossed over into Seattle territory on the 49. So we'll do a punt. They do have a 17-9 lead in the 4th quarter. And my roll is a 65. And that is a 20. And that'll take it out of bounds on the 14. Out of bounds, 14, setting up my 1st down markers. I'm going to hit C on the keyboard to change possession. Seattle's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 14. Matt Hasselbeck is the quarterback. Sean Alexander, number 1 running back. Maurice Morris, number 2. And Max Strong is number 3. Let's see, they've got 32 pass attempts against 23. I'm going to call a run manually. Outside run, Maurice Morris. That's a roll of 61. And that is a 19 AS outside run. That's a gain of 5. And I'm going to adjust the football in the field. We have 2nd and 5. And we'll see what it calls automatically. It's an outside run, Maurice Morris. Again, these are based on the number of attempts entered here, with a random number in there, but it's all weighted to come out based on the number of carries. 63. That's a 25, and so that's a no gain. So I do want on 3rd and 5 a pass play. Let's see what it calls automatically first. Okay, it's a pass. DJ Hackett, the 3rd receiver, and it'll be a BD. 66 to BD, and that is a 35-yard pickup. Wow. So that's a 35-yard pickup on that pass play. And see where that puts them. 30, 10, 20, 35. That'll put them on the 46-yard line of the Giants. 1st down and 10. You can see the referee came up to indicate 1st down, and they've had 18 1st downs in this game compared to the Giants, who have not had that many. And see what play comes up here. It's a pass play, DJ Hackett, a 66 to BD, and that again is a 35-yard pickup. Puts them down at a 11-yard line with 2 66 rolls back to back. Puts them down at the 11, 1st and 10. Unfortunately, I'm out of time on this free video software. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the forums.